You've probably seen videos from this channel called Bob Invest, or this other channel called Nick Invest all over your feed. Well, there's a good reason. They're currently the hottest channels in the highest paying niche on YouTube. So obviously, it's no surprise that everyone's talking about them. Their videos cover topics around investing, personal finance management, passive income, and basically anything around simplifying financial concepts. But there are a bunch of channels covering these topics. So what's making these guys blow up so much? The answer is quite simple. Instantly recognizable branding, storytelling, and unique editing styles. Take this one for example. Their entire channel leans more into a Family Guy-inspired, character-driven design, from thumbnail to the visual style, which is quite new in the finance space. What's interesting is that others, like these monkey channels, also tried something completely new in the niche, and it worked out perfectly for them. So obviously, branding has become a key driver of success in this niche. And for a niche that has experienced very few changes, these channels that offered something fresh may have found the secret sauce, which you can just tell by the kind of views their videos are getting in a high-paying niche like finance. In fact, Bob Invest alone is racking up some incredible views for a channel that only started posting last month. So what I'm going to do is walk you through the entire process of creating something similar to these channels and also show you an interesting way to speed up your process. That way you get to cut down the time it takes to create these videos almost by half. But before we begin, let's break down their exact video styles. This one mainly pairs these visuals with some whiteboard animations and the optional financial graphs. No animations most of the time, just the images put together to create some engaging content. Nick Invest, on the other hand, uses a different approach. They focus almost entirely on clean white backgrounds with a single character on screen, some icons for illustration, and a few items on the scene in some cases. Then they bring everything to life by animating them with AI. Don't worry if this looks a bit complicated. It's actually quite simple, and I'll be carrying you through their full process. The very first thing you'll need is your own character that will be used to brand the channel. What you choose really depends on the direction you want to take. In this case, I've already created a prompt you can use. It's designed for a Family Guy-style character. The prompt documents can be found on my Discord or Skool community. Links will be in the video description. You can generate this character using any AI tool you prefer. For my example, I'm using Whisk. Select Portrait Aspect Ratio and then paste in the prompt. As you can see, the process is pretty straightforward. This generates a simple image, but in case you want something different, here is what you can do. Simply paste the prompt inside ChatGPT and add a simple instruction for it to generate multiple variations of the same character. These options are quite random, which can be useful as you get to choose from a broader range. However, you can give it something specific like age, skin color, clothing, and anything you want. Once you have your character, the next step is finding the right topics to tackle. Simply give this prompt to ChatGPT, and it'll handle the hard work for you. Look through and pick one that you like before moving on to creating the script. Now for this part, I'm going to show you two different ways to do it. The first method is using the prompt that I've prepared for the niche. Paste it into ChatGPT and then insert your topic. The AI will generate a full script for you. As you can see, it's neatly broken down into sections based on the length and structure of the story, which makes it much easier to work with. One thing to keep in mind, though, is that ChatGPT sometimes has a habit of shortening scripts more than you might want. If that happens, you can always use another AI like Claude for this part. That said, I personally like the results from ChatGPT better, so I'm sticking with that. The second way to create the script is to use this tool called Tube Genius. It's specifically designed to help faceless creators generate video scripts for different niches. Once you log in, you'll see all of these options: a script generator, a library of scripts you've already created, and something called the Niche Vault. The Niche Vault is especially useful because it gives you access to a wide range of pre-built templates across different niches. You'll find templates for things like fitness, explainer videos, and many others. There are quite a lot of options, so depending on the niche you're working with, you can pick a format that fits the style you're going for. You can even use it to generate titles for your video. But for now, the main thing we're focusing on is the script generator. Inside the script generator, you can add detailed instructions for your script if you want. In this case, I'm going to keep it simple and just add a title. To help the tool understand the exact style I'm aiming for, I'll also include a reference to a video from the channel we're modeling. I'll grab a link and paste it in, so Tube Genius gets a clear idea of the type of content and tone we're trying to replicate. Next is the word count. Depending on the length of the script you're aiming for, you can either set it manually or choose one of the preset templates. There are actually presets for videos up to 60 minutes, but since we want something about 20 minutes long, let's go with this one. After that, you can define the tone of the video. Choose from options like informative, entertaining, funny, motivational, or professional. Once you hit generate, the AI will first create an outline for you to review. You can make any changes you want, reorder sections, or add entirely new sections if needed. It's quite flexible and easy to customize. Once you're happy with the outline, all you have to do is click generate again, and the AI will create the full script for you. It's provided every section, so expand it to view them in full. Once you're all right with the result, download the script in any of these formats. I'll be leaving a link to the tool in the video description so you can try it out yourself and see how it fits into your workflow. Now that the script is done, the next step is creating the voiceover. For this, just head over to Studio Inside 11 Labs. Make sure you've already chosen the voice you want to use. From there, create a new blank project, paste in your script, and select your voice character. Now, select everything and generate the voiceover. That's it. You'll have your narration ready to download as an MP3 file. The next step is to generate the images. But before we do that, though, we need the image prompts. To get those, go back to the Google Doc and you'll notice two different image prompts. You'll understand why there are two later. We'll go with the first one and paste it into the AI. Specify how many image prompts you want and paste your script at the bottom. Once the image prompts are ready, it's time to generate them. Now, we'll be using Whisk, but there's a new way to speed the image generation up, which is especially useful if your content is longer and you need quite a lot of images, which can take quite a bit of time. There's this Chrome extension that a lot of people are talking about right now, and it can massively speed up the entire image generation process. The name of the extension is Auto Whisk, and you can install it directly from the Google Chrome Web Store. Once you've installed it, make sure you pin it up here so it's always visible. Now with Whisk open, hit the Auto Whisk extension. You'll see options for different languages, so make sure English is selected, since that's the language we're working in. Next, make sure you've copied all of your image prompts. Paste them into the extension with each prompt on its own line. If your prompts include labels like image prompt 1 or headings, just remove those, so you're left with clean prompts only. After that, you'll want to add your reference character, so upload it here and make sure the option to use it as a reference is checked. This way, all the generated images stay consistent with your character design. Once everything is set up, you can start the process. It'll give you the option to create a new project or run everything inside the current one. Since we're using a reference character, it's always advisable to use the same project. Creating a new project works, but it also removes the reference character. Now the AI will generate all of your images, making sure to use the reference character for consistency. It'll even save your files to a created folder on your computer. This really simplifies the entire process. You don't have to go through the hassle of doing everything manually anymore. It saves a huge amount of time and effort. All you need to do is wait for the AI to finish generating the images. Now, if you look at the images, they don't really include any scene elements. I personally like this, but if you want yours to include some scene elements like these, you need to use the second prompt in the Google Doc instead of the first one for the image prompt generation process. But this works just fine for me, so it's time to animate them. Google's VEO3 works just fine, so make sure it's open and then create a new project. Check that the quality model has been selected, then switch to frames to video. Upload your first image to begin. For the prompt, you don't need anything complicated. You can simply reuse the same prompt you used to generate the images. You can add something like this if you don't want any camera motion, and repeat this for the rest of your images. Check out these results. The animations are simple enough for what we need. Once all your clips are ready, it's time to put them together using CapCut. Make sure you import all your resource files and add the voiceover to the timeline. Go through and remove any long pauses to make the pacing smooth and set the aspect ratio to 16:9. Start arranging your clips in the order of your story, following the flow you want the video to have. Once everything is laid out, select all the clips, go to the audio settings, and lower the volume to infinity if you don't want any extra sound effects playing over your voiceover. You don't need to worry about transitions if you want to keep it simple. Check out the filters and add one or use an adjustment instead. Don't forget to tweak the settings to get exactly what you want. Add captions and choose a template or animation that fits the style you're going for. You can tweak the font, add a stroke, adjust positioning, whatever makes it look clean and easy to read. Once everything looks good, export your video at your preferred resolution. The final step is the thumbnail. Start by copying the thumbnail prompt from the document and pasting it into the AI. Include your chosen topic in the prompt. Next, go back to Whisk, make sure your character reference is added, and paste the prompt. The AI will generate a clean thumbnail. If you're not happy with the result, you can ask the AI for different variations, and it will give you other options to test. Pick whichever fits your style best. Simple as that. Now, if you found this helpful, don't forget to check out this video where I break down a new elderly storytelling niche that's going viral right now. Anyway, thank you and see you in the next one.